Welcome back to 3 Talk. The thought of ghosts lurking about can scare the living daylights out of people. Are ghosts real, and can you get rid of them? Please welcome from the Supernatural Paranormal Investigation Team of South Africa, Mitch Tuber, Ashley Dos Casal, and Dean Dalpo. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. So are ghosts real? I mean, how can you, when you see a ghost, what do you see? Or when you feel a ghost, what do you feel?
Well, certainly, Nolene, ghosts are very real. Sometimes we don't have the opportunity to see them. We do interact with them, and we do...
So what do you say when you first see a ghost? Hey, hi. No, I'm being serious. I'm not being facetious at all.
It's very, very seldom that we actually interact with a spirit or a ghost, and we experience a full apparition.
Okay.
That is generally very rare.
Yeah.
What we do is we interact with the spirit or the energy. It takes a long time to gain the confidence before they actually reveal themselves.
Yeah.
So it's a whole process of gaining the confidence and making them understand that we have no mal intent. So, in other words, I will say, we are here to simply interact and to document whatever interaction you feel fit that we have. And so we have that kind of approach.
Okay. Ashley, why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? You know, it's always been a fascination of mine.
Ghosts?
Yes, the paranormal. Since I was about 12, I've just been so curious, and I think I do it mainly for curiosity.
Yeah.
I need to know what's out there. I want to see it, I want to experience it, and I'm going to keep going until I get what I want.
It sounds very freaky to me. And why do you do what you do?
First personal experience that got me going.
Yeah.
I think most of the guys know to start off with your first, either wanting to see your first experience, having your first experience
of a ghost,
or you've had your personal experience, you want to find out why is it happening, how did it happen.
Okay. What was your first experience? Don't scare me too much. Oh, no, go for it.
No, basically, I was getting ready for bed now, getting into my bed, dozing off, and...
So you were dozing off?
I was dozing off, right. Yeah. And I heard my bathroom door open, but my bathroom door cannot open because there is stuff back behind it from the other side.
Ew.
Right, so we locked that door so it cannot open.
Yeah.
And as I was dozing off, you can hear it start opening. And as this happened, basically, the door swung open.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
The door swung open, and whatever it was pushed me down onto the bed.
Pushed you down?
Pushed me down onto the bed. I literally had to force myself off of the bed, fell onto the ground before I could realize what had happened.
So what had happened?
He was smoking his socks.
I don't know. That's why I'm here. That's why.
But what did you... So the door opened, something forced itself. It wasn't an ex-girlfriend?
No.
Going through the window and trying to get back at you?
No, you see the door was locked. And it's basically barricaded from the other side, so I cannot open.
So the door literally swung open.
Everything pushed back.
And what did you feel? Did you feel like... Doo-doom?
No, it's just a sudden pressure force pushing you down onto the bed.
Yeah?
And I had to force myself off of the bed to get myself back to
Did you talk to
life.
the ghost? Do you know who it was?
I was too scared. I got out of there.
I would be terrified. So what was your first experience?
Unfortunately, mine wasn't as exciting as that. In one of my old houses, again when I was about 12, we had a double story, and every night I would hear footsteps coming up the stairs, coming down the passage. It was wooden flooring, and into my bedroom.
Oh no, you lie.
I'm not lying. And then,
so you'd hear goom, doom, and there's no one else in the house?
Well, you know, my brother was there and my parents, but they were all sleeping. And every night, same situation, and then one night it came into my room.
So when... Oh, do not laugh. Do not...
I'm sitting here totally
No, she's laughing at me because I'm
terrified.
freaked out completely. So Ghosty came into your house and then what?
Didn't do too much. Threw a couple of my stuffed toys off my shelf. And that was about it. But at that point, my friend who was staying the night with me, we got so freaked out, we ran out of the bedroom, took a blanket with us and slept in the passage with the light on.
But that's easier to... because they come up the stairs, so...
It's easier for him to access it, but we felt we were safe because we had the light on.
So did you try and find out later on who on earth this ghost is? And
not in that house, no. Not in that house. I would like to find out these things, but at the time, no.
We've got a tweet here from Aziwe T. Ghosts are real. It literally kicked us out of the house, so we moved from Johannesburg to Durban. We were too freaked out. I mean, do you hear that often?
Absolutely. Very often we have people contact us and say, please come and help us because we can't live in this home.
So what would be happening?
Inevitably, there's always a presence. In cases like this, there's a presence of an entity or what we term or refer to as a ghost.
And you'll always feel it. You'll always know that there's this spooky...
As normal people, we won't feel it. We're not skeptics. We're not psychics.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just ordinary people. When allegations of paranormal activity are made, we take them very, very seriously. So our role is to come in with our equipment, see if we can measure and document.
So how do you measure? What do you have to do?
There are various pieces of equipment we use. We use thermal imaging cameras, which is very, very popular.
Yeah.
We have quite a big range of thermal imaging cameras, in fact. We have EMF detectors. We have various instruments, some of them of which have been purposely made and manufactured.
To find ghosts?
Not to hunt ghosts. And very often we use them to acknowledge the presence of a ghost.
Yeah.
We have a meter called a K2 meter, which measures fluctuation of electromagnetic fields in the immediate surround. And the magnitude of the electromagnetic field will light up a certain amount of light.
Yeah.
So typically we would use that instrument to say, could you acknowledge a presence? Is there anybody in this room other than us? Give me 3 lights for yes, 2 for no. And very, very often we would use that instrument to acknowledge a presence. Now, the minute we have concrete, or we are satisfied that there is a presence, or the presence have been acknowledged, we then move on. We then go on to the stage of, interaction. Then, using the same instrument, we would say, is there a presence of a male or a female? Give me 2 for male, 3 for female. And so we would sort of trail that, and then we would drill down to facts.
Okay.
I've got a really practical question. What if the ghost is enumerate and can't count? It's a very practical question. Give me 2 for this or 3 for this. I mean, it could be an illiterate ghost from somebody in the past.
Very valid question, Kate. And in a case like that, he obviously won't tell me, or she won't tell me, look, I'm illiterate, what's 2 or 3? So if that doesn't work, I would move on to the next exercise and say, if there is a presence in this room, give us a knock.
Okay.
And I would say,
guys, are you not scared? So you're asking this ghost to knock or to count or to whatever. He could or she could slap you across the face and fling you across the room.
It's the interaction we want.
Huh? Has it ever happened where a ghost was like, I'm not talking to you, and was very violent?
Yes.
When? What happened?
We were on an investigation up in Kaapsehoop.
No, I'm not. I'm fascinated.
The Kaapsehoop area.
Yeah.
In fact, we were doing for television purposes.
Yeah.
And I was getting very frustrated because I was getting a whole array of mixed signals.
Yeah.
Are you here? Yes, you're not here. Yes, you're here. Do you want to talk? No, I don't want to talk. Are you male, female? And I was really getting frustrated. And it was long hours. And I think I just lost it at one point, and I threw my stuff down and I said, well, come on, bring it on. And the next thing, there was an outdoor umbrella that was put inside the house of this tavern, and it was standing upright, and the next thing it just flung down and came towards me and hit me on the head, just to say, listen, I'm in control.
So it is bad luck to have an umbrella in the house, obviously.
Guys, so if I've got a ghost in the house or in the building, would you be able to tell just by, if I asked you, is there a ghost in the studio, would you be able to tell me? No? Yes? You guys want to answer?
No. You have to have solid evidence. We have to do a full investigation to have personal interaction with it, to capture live or hardcore evidence, as you would say.
Okay.
To tell you, listen, you have a ghost.
Okay. If I have a ghost or I feel a presence, I know who to call. You guys will be. I'm going to have you on speed dial. Thanks so much for joining us. After the break, we speak to a psychic medium who's going to connect with guest departed loved ones.